Hello. So today I have a book haul because it's getting real fucking bad. I'm not gonna lie. This year was gonna be better. So far it hasn't been. But you know what? I've decided, and this will probably change, so I'm not gonna lie. If it says LOL in front of me right now, that means that didn't happen. Because I was 5 books. I was up 5 books at the end of January. Now February, March, April, May, and June, I'm not gonna buy books. And I haven't bought any books for myself in February. All these I bought in January. It is February 6th. So, we'll see how that goes. But, yeah. No, I got lots of stacks here. Let's get going. First up, so, I have The Beans of Egypt, Maine by Carolyn Shute. So, I have had the 3rd book in the series forever. And I finally just went and bought the first one. I don't know what the series is about. All I know is that I've had the 3rd book forever. I've got 7 Faceless Saints by M.K. Lobb, which is, I believe, a young adult fantasy. It looked vaguely interesting. I love that right there. That makes me feel like it's some very kind of Greeky. I don't know. I've got Spellbound by F.T. Lukens, which is, I believe, some kind of LGBT paranormal situation. This was a book I bought from Barnes & Noble hardcover sale. And it just came in later than the other books that I bought during that sale. So, I got some manga. I've got Bungo Stray Dogs Volume 3. So now I have the first 3 volumes. This is one of the series that I'm collecting. I have read the first volume before. I have never read anything past that, so I'm excited that I have Volume 3 as well. This next one, I'm going to have to rebuy it. I'm really sad about that because I ordered it and it came and it is in German. So I ordered it and I looked at it, I was like, huh. This looks kind of weird. It's Cast 7 Volume 4, by the way. And then I open it up, and I'm like, that's not English. So this is in German. So I'm going to have to rebuy it in English. But it still goes in the book well. So there's that. Then I've got an Animorphs graphic novel. I have the 3rd one. I don't have the first 2, but now I do have the 4th one. So this is The Message. I think that these graphic novels are a great idea because I think that this is a series that, I mean, it's written for children. They're very small books, but the characters are like preteens. And so I do think that this graphic novel series is going to help a lot get the story to a wider audience. And honestly, the whole morphing thing looks so fucking gross in the graphic novel, and I love it. I live for it. Let me see if I can find one. Come on, morph, please. Come on. Yeah, like that. I think the morphing is so fun. Okay, I made a book outload order. About half the books were from my classroom, so like the order already in my classroom, but then half of them were just for me. So I got Star Baker by Andrew Michael Hurley, which I don't know what this is about, but this was super big in the horror community a couple years back, I want to say. It came out in 2019. It's very small, so should be fun. I am continuing down a journey. So this woman is not a good writer, but I love trash in all forms, and so I wanna be more well informed about her books by reading some of them. So I have read 2. I read Ugly Love and I read It Starts With Us. I didn't read It Ends With Us or It Starts With Us. So now I also own Verity. So we'll see if /1 I will. It's in the book wall, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I also grabbed Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong because we are trying to make sure that we are all caught up on this series. And I got Bones and All by Camille d'Angely. But this was a movie with Timothée Chalamet, and so yeah, it looks fun, like cannibalism stuff. I love cannibalism stuff, so it should be a good time. All right, then I've got The Road to Oz by Ella Frank Baum, which is the 5th book in the Land of Oz series. I'm trying to recollect. I had some of these when I was a kid. Unfortunately, these are in the public domain now, and so this is like a self-published version, and it's not as good. But that's how it goes sometimes. I got Briar Dark by S.A. Harrion, which I'm not sure what this is about, but there's a skull on the front, and that is always a good sign. So there's that. I got a book in the Through Wolf's Eyes series that is Wolf's Search by Jane Lindskold. I've read like the first 3 or 4 books of the series, and I'm just trying to kind of collect them all so that I can, finish them up. So there's that. I've got the second volume in another manga series I'm currently collecting, and that is The Flowers of Evil Volume 2 by Shuzo Oshimi. This is a semi-autobiographical tale about this kid who's just real fucked up inside, and I really like the first one. He's like obsessed with Charles Baudelaire's Flowers of Evil, and yeah, I'm excited to keep on with this one. All right, I've got a 2024 release. That is The House of Last Resort by Christopher Golden. This is a horror novel about these people who go to like this, who buy this or end up like getting paid to go live in this resort town in Italy or something like that. And I'm sure things are gonna get all fucked up. It's gonna be a good time. All right, I've got Wicked Beauty by Katie Robert. This is the third book in the Dark Olympus series. I read the first two. I really enjoyed the first two. The first one was fine. The second one killed me. I loved it. So this one should be fun because it's Patroclus, Achilles, and Helen. So I don't know. I'm gonna have a good time with it. So next, Annabelle by Kathleen Winter, which is, I believe, about an intersex person, and kind of how everything goes terribly for this intersex person. I don't know. That's generally how stories about intersex people go when they're from, when is this from? Like 2010. Older. When did you come out? 2010. Oh my god, I'm so right. That's how they went in 2010. Okay. I've got some horror novels. So I have The Deceased Tom. No, just The Deceased by Tom. Tom wrote this. Tom Piccirilli. I'm gonna say this is not how I expected Tom Piccirilli to look. We have the exact same glasses, but I guess I probably should have expected him to look that way, because that's how all the creepy little horror guys look. I understand. Like, I'm a creepy little horror guy too. I understand. Lowland Rider by Chet Williamson. Fucking Chet. Chet wrote this book. I love it. A dark star burns underground. I don't know what that means, but we'll see what goes on. Oh, geez. Okay. So Jesse just disappears into the New York subway system and I would assume starts killing people. So that's a good time. Run for Your Life by Anne Brahms. There's no escaping his fury, and his is a dead guy, maybe. I don't know. It's a lady runs away from a scary man book. All right, this one, I love this cover so much. This is maybe not my favorite, but one of my favorites, because I got a lot of these fun books. This is one of my favorites. Dream Thorpe. Another winner by Chet Williamson. Look at him. Look at that. Oh my god. What's happening here? We got a sleepy little Pennsylvania resort town where city folks can get away from it all. A town where women who saw our best friend mutilated by a crazy sex killer can hide and forget until haunted relics of another age awaken ancient evil and unleash a human horror that has no place outside of hell. Is it that guy? Is he the horror? I don't know. I love it. I love the idea. Okay. This is one that I actually have. I think these next two are both that I already have. I haven't read either of them yet. Hungry Eyes by Barry Hoffman and Blood Mist by Robert James. So, I don't know. I guess I'll be reading those books twice. All right. We have Riders in the Sky by Charles Grant. There's that. I got some Stephen King. Got a copy of The Gunslinger. I've read this book 7,000 times. I'll read it 7,001. We've got Furnace by Muriel Gray. 5 Days Alive Permitted. We got a truck driver. Oh, we got a town book. It's a town book. A Painful and Grisly Death. I love it. Okay, then we've got Carrie by Stephen King, which I've read Carrie. I haven't read it a million times though, so it should be fun to reread. We got The Evil Returns by Hugh B. Cave. We got a little guy in that. Look at him. He's in there. Okay, then I got some Palahniuk, because I've read Fight Club and Snuff. I own both Fight Club and Snuff. Snuff is the only one currently on my bookshelves. And Damned. I read Damned too. I would like to read more Palahniuk because he's like Bright East and Alice Light, you know? So he's kind of fun. He's super gay. He's not as like deeply heart-wrenchingly soul-destroying as Bright East and Alice is, but he is real gross sometimes, which I can appreciate. So I got Lullaby by Chuck Palahniuk. I got Diary by Chuck Palahniuk. And where's the other one? I know there was a third. Where is he? There he is. Choke by Chuck Palahniuk. So I'll be reading all three of these. It's a good time. Like I said, I really like Chuck Palahniuk. I've enjoyed the three that I read. So it's gonna be fun to read some more. All right, I also got Two Boys Kissing by David Levithan, which I've never read. It was such a staple back in the day, but I've never read it. I got some manga. I have Real Bout High School Volume 2 by Reiji Saiga and Sora Inoue. The fun thing about this is that I got the first book in this series from a lot on eBay, and I read it and it was fine, but like it wasn't good enough for me to like continue on with the series, and now I got the second volume. So maybe if I'm lucky, I'll just keep getting the entire series through random lots on eBay. So there's that. We got, what is this? Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? What number is this? Number 2. Yes, probably. That's probably the answer. We got the one that I actually got the lot for, and that's the first volume of Horimiya. I love this anime. It's so cute. It's so great. I love these two, and I'm excited to actually read the manga. So that's gonna be a good time. We got Galaxy Angel 1, as well as Fairy Tale 51, and Angelic Caller. Is that Angelic Layer? Number 1. I don't have any feelings about any of these series, but I will be reading these volumes. All right, we got some more fun horror novels. I got The Pariah by Graham Masterson. This looks like Shelley Duvall. Is that fucking Shelley Duvall? That looks like Shelley Duvall on the front there. Anyway, but also got She Wakes by Jack Ketchum. I read a couple books by Ketchum. I read The Lost and I read The Girl Next Door. I'm constantly, interested in reading more Jack Ketchum because he was such a staple of, late 20th century splatterpunk. So it's a good time. We got Devil in Grey by Graham Masterson. And then the other Tom Piccirilli book, this one, I love this cover so much. It's A Lower Deep. What is this guy doing? Who is he? I just gotta know. Is he the necromancer? Or is he Self? I don't know anything. Is he Jebediah? He could be Jebediah. He's probably not Danielle. But no, I love this guy. I'm a clown person, so I guess I understand. But, that's how it is. Okay. The Night of the Moonbow by Thomas Tryon. Moonspell by J.N. Williamson. Not Chet. Which is a shame. We got this one I've read before. I'm excited to reread it because it's just that fucked up. I've read a lot of books by this author, and he's kind of a typical slasher, pulpy horror guy. This book, like, kind of, if I'm correct, it kind of launched his career, and he never wrote anything as messed up afterwards. Like, not that I've read, at least. And that is Mr. John Saul's Suffer the Children. What really gets me about this book is that a girl who is kind of like the main, not really the main, she's kind of possessed, but she does a lot of messed up stuff. She lives after this, and she like has a kid because she's a character in a different John Saul book where she jumps off the roof. So, but I'm sorry, you cannot make a little boy and a dead cat do that and live to have a child. John, what world are we living in? This book's real. There's a lot going on in this book, none of it good. I'm kind of excited to reread it. Okay. We've got Eyes of Prey by Barry Hoffman. We've got Hero of Dreams by Brian Lumley. We've got another Stephen King book. I'll move you over here. Firestarter, which I've only read once, I think. So it'll be nice to reread that at the very least. Doll's Eyes by Barry Wood. Kindred by John Gideon. And then The Nameless by Ramsey Campbell, which somebody has tabbed up. So that's kind of fun. I wonder if they have any annotations, or why they. Oh, it's about, we're always talking about Marjorie. That's the only places they've. Oh, that's kind of cool. The only places that they have tabbed up have to do with Marjorie. I don't know who Marjorie is because I haven't read this yet. But all right, okay, last stack. So first up, I've got Play Me Backwards by Adam Selzer, which is about a kid who's like best friend is Satan or something like that, and it sounds really fun. I got a bunch more manga. This stuff is like all like mildly sketchy manga. Like, it's not super sketchy. I've read much sketchier. I read Cast Heaven, for God's sake. But this is all like mildly sketchy manga. So I got the first 2 volumes of Tomo-chan is a Girl by Yumita Yanagita, Got these two. I've got the first 3 volumes of the quintessential quintuplets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. I've got the first 3 volumes of We Never Learn by Taishi Tsutsui. So we got 1, 2, and 3. I got the first 3 volumes of My Dress Up Darling by Shinichi Fukuda. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And then I've got 2 more books. First up, this shows my fucking age like nothing else. These men were everything when I was in high school, middle and high school. And recently they came back, their gaming channel came back. And I very recently decided to buy one of them. It was a self-help book, I want to say a couple years ago. When? Oh yeah, that's right. There's no date in here, which I'm really mad about. There's no copyright page for some reason. I don't know if it had like a printing error or something, but I don't have a copyright page. Oh, it's in the back. Is it? Oh, it is. Oh, it's in the back. Good. Oh, this came out in 2021. That is You Will Get Through This Night by Daniel Howell. Yes, I was a fucking fanny, okay? Of course I was. Look at me. But yeah. Dan, I was always a Dan girl. Anyway, I also got The Alchemy of Moonlight by David Ferraro, which is, I believe, some kind of historical fantasy situation. It is gay. I think there's werewolves. If the full moon wasn't like an indication of that or anything, it kind of glows a little. But yeah, that is that book haul. You can kind of see that stack of books over there. That is new books that I received today, which is why I had to do this, because I was like legit running out of room in my place where I put books to book haul. So yeah, I gotta add these to the book wall. I don't take apart the book wall to put stuff in there. Thank God, it would take all night. I just stack them on top until next year when I, disassemble, reassemble, make it look pretty. And yeah, that is that. Hopefully, after all my books that I bought in January come in, I'll have a good couple of months where I can just whittle that shit down. And then July is my birthday month too. So like that would be a fun thing to be able to do in July, is buy books. And I probably have to take the rest of the year off, honestly. What if that's what it is? Like January, July, those are my book buying months. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's where we're at. That is everything. I will talk to you later. And goodbye.